Now, Wednesday, we probably don't get anything outside of a new Moments of the Week challenge. I didn't even start this one. Like, I haven't done a single one of these. Like, probably try to do Terrence Ross's just before, just so I have a hollow card. But other than that, I'm not finishing it. Like, for sure, even if I wanted to, like, maybe I'll do. It's an unauctionable destroyer pack, so like it doesn't really matter, I guess, at the end of the day. Yeah, Wednesday is probably nothing. We're getting another Moments of the Week thing. I want to know if they're going to go back to the original, or not the original, go back to the one we had a weeks prior, where you get two selections and kind of go with the rivals thing. That would be cool. Maybe they do it like an all-star format. I'm not really sure what they're going to do there, but I guess we'll see. I'm kind of interested. I just want to know what they're gonna do here. You know, I don't know. You know, it could be anything at the end of the day. It's 2 weeks before All Star, so I don't know if they're going to do it this week or the week after, but they're probably going to do something All Star related, is what I would guess. Thursday. This will be the final card necessary for Ray Allen. Ray Allen will be available on Thursday because we quite literally only need the two cards. So we're probably getting one on Tuesday, getting one on Thursday. What that card is going to be, I'm not sure. I would assume it's probably going to be like I don't know, maybe not a locker code, but like a challenge game or something of that nature. So if you haven't wrapped up the challenges and you're interested in Ray Allen, you're going to have a couple days to do that. I don't know. I also think they're going to drop Moments cards. I think what they did with the Moments cards last week is probably something they're going to continue to do. Maybe not necessarily on Thursday, but for now, I'm going to say we're going to get like one or two Moments cards on Thursday, probably in the token market specifically. Now, who that's going to be, I had to guess, probably Cam Thomas. Yeah, Cam Thomas would probably be the best bet. I think he's like the perfect kind of Moments card because he doesn't hurt pack sales in any way, shape, or form. No one's ripping for a Cam Thomas, so that doesn't really mean anything. Also, he's been kind of popping off. He's not going to be very good, but like whatever. Then they'll probably drop a big man. I don't think they specifically are going to go this like guard big man kind of move that they did last week, but it would just make sense for the performances and players that are up at this point. Now they could shock me and drop like a Jokic or something, right? Because he's been kind of popping off as per usual. That could happen, I guess. But I'm leaning more towards like Domantas Sabonis. Like that seems more likely to me. He's had a couple good games recently, so it wouldn't shock me to see him get a card. He always gets a Moments card at some point. So he's kind of the more likely candidate. So I wouldn't be shocked at all to see Cam Thomas, Domantas Sabonis. That makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I don't know. I'm not really incredibly stoked for that or anything, but it's whatever, man. Domantas is cool. Like, if there's two inevitabilities in the life of my team, you can guarantee that we're getting a free Domantas Sabonis and a free Nurkic at some point. You can always guarantee these two things. I don't know who at 2K has a hard on for Yusuf Nurkic, but I swear we always get a Nurkic, and I don't know why. It's not like he's bad or anything. It's just like I don't understand. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, I guess, at the end of the day, but it's just something that's interesting. Now, is Ray Allen going to be fire? I don't know. We'll find out. He's probably going to be okay. I mean, people hate his jump shot. Maybe they juice him up like they did KG, but I guess we'll find out. Then we got Friday. By the way, let me talk on Thursday for a second before I go to Friday here. Thursday is the day that we're going to see everyone get unbanned. That was in the initial first wave of bans. So, although it's not direct content that relates to like the game proper in any way, shape, or form, it's going to be a really interesting morning, specifically when people start to get unbanned, because we're going to see exactly how 2K is going to handle the ban situation in general. There were some tweets that now people are saying are jokes about wiping currency that happened yesterday. I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure. I think this was some sort of trolling attempt, but I have had people legitimately, 3 people specifically, come into various chats, either my chat or other chats, and start talking about how they got their account back from being banned prior to the ban wave, like way prior, and had all their currency wiped. So we'll find out Thursday. I really don't want that to happen. The only reason I talk about it is to kind of mentally prepare people for be like, hey, this is a thing that could happen, though I think it's pretty unlikely. We'll know Thursday. and it will be a spiral. And then we got Friday. Now, okay, Friday's content is going to be very interesting. Like, obviously, we got Stellar and Cosmic and Eclipse the last 3 weeks, right? Eclipse had Yao Ming. Cosmic, all three of the cards were ridiculous. Stellar, they weren't the most overpowered cards, aside from Ben Simmons obviously existing, but the odds were very good, so the market on these cards is extremely low, right? Here's my thing. I think that they're probably going to set some sort of MT trap or try to. I would assume, or I would hope, that the packs remain the same, like this same kind of concept, possibly improved or communicated a little bit better, but the same kind of concept. But we've seen it before every time they've done something like this year, where it's been kind of a thing that people like. They've immediately reverted back to the original way they do packs, which is not chill. So it's possible they go back to 3% opal odds with no unauctionable cards. It's very possible. I hope they don't do that, but it's a possibility nonetheless. I personally think this set is going to be not necessarily star-studded, but somewhere kind of in the middle there. The reason I say that is because All-Star Weekend is next weekend. That's when we're going to start to see some real crazy cards come out, like from a name perspective, you know what I mean? That's where you're going to see probably LeBron. That's where we're going to see probably a bunch of different things. Level Up was the week before All-Star last year, and the Level Up promo was so boring. So boring. No one cared about this. Thurl Bailey was really good, and we had a Ben Simmons that couldn't shoot, of course. But other than that, outside of maybe Derek Anderson and Kevin Porter Jr., I really don't think anyone cared too much about this promo at all. JT Thor was kind of tight, I guess. But Paul George and Wilt, no one cared. Arenas, no one cared, so I would expect something similar to that. Look more at the Cosmic set, from a name perspective, that is. Who it's gonna be, I don't know. Going back to season 2, it's kind of what you got to look at. I mean, we're still due for an Opal Durant, we're due for an Opal Bron, Opal Kobe. These are guys that we can see Giannis as an inevitability in the next little bit of time. My bet would be on Opal Magic. That's my personal thought. Just because he's kind of perfect, he's going to sell packs, being that he's Magic Johnson, but he's not necessarily the big names they need to milk people out of money pre-All-Star game. So I would guess Magic Johnson, that's kind of where I would assume it goes, but I don't know. Maybe Ron Artest pulls up, makes a little appearance. Everyone liked Ron this year, so it's what's up. I don't know, though. Let me know what you think down in the Friday packs. I mean, they could skirt expectations and go with a Giannis or a LeBron. Though I will say it is an inevitability that we see those guys in the coming weeks for sure. There's no way that we don't see Opal LeBron. There's no possible way they don't do that. Same with Kobe. I would assume those guys come on All-Star. Last year, it was Kobe and T-Mac. I could see this year being LeBron for sure. I don't remember who 2K21 was. Was 2K21 Michael Jordan? I feel like 20 was Michael Jordan for sure. I just do not remember who 2K21 was. I don't feel like looking it up, to be honest. So I would assume it's going to be Bron. Bron would make the most sense. I think Bron was in that set, last year too. Yeah, he was. He was Pink Diamond Bron. So we'll see Thursday what we're going to get, because I actually don't know where they're going to go with this, so it's hard to really guess. But my guess right now, I'm going to say Porzingis is in the set. Porzingis makes a lot of sense to me. Could go with a fan favorites type beat. So I'm going to say Porzingis or Bol and Magic. Those are the ones that I think we're going to get Friday. I could very well be wrong. I'm more than likely probably wrong, but whatever. As always, it's been your friend Cheap Lutes. Look, this week's going to be a very interesting week for the My Team community as a whole. Not only is it an interesting week for the game because we get to see if they're going to stick with this new kind of pack design that they've orchestrated here with the Stellar set, we also get to see what they're going to do with all the band accounts. We get to see the finishing up of Out of Orbit, and Friday also we're getting the new event. Now I have no idea what that new event is going to be. Hard to say if the reward card is going to be closer to E or closer to Ray Allen. I honestly don't know. My money would be on it's a point guard or it is a wing. being we got a big man and we got a shooting guard already. I don't know what the final reward's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be closer to Lunar New Year or closer to Out of Orbit. I would assume Out of Orbit, though. I would guess it's going to be closer to this Out of Orbit thing, because this gave people a reason to like play these game modes, so I would assume this is probably what they're going to go with it. The cards in question that are going to be available, don't know. I have no idea. The thing I will say is any big name player is probably out. Like, there's not going to be a LeBron in there. There's not going to be a Giannis. Not going to be a Kobe. I think the biggest name kind of players that might be in the mix for that, maybe like Wilt Chamberlain. They do sometimes like to give Wilt like reward cards, or like Bill Russell or something of that nature. That's kind of like the biggest names that you can expect to see in there. I have no idea though. At some point, I feel like they should probably give Larry Bird an Evo at this point, but I really don't think it's going to happen. It would have happened already. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Jump in the comments. Let me know what your theories are for this week, what you think they're going to drop this week, all that good stuff. Please, I mean, no theories about the bans, because like, it usually turns toxic in there, so please do not do that. I will see you guys later. Peace.